We've got our first card placed on the screen. Let's now continue by creating a new card for all of our other properties as well. This is going to be a pretty good amount of typing, but hey, let's just get through it as quickly as possible and we can move on to some other interesting stuff. All right, so I'm going to create a new object here. I think that will make our next card to represent the minimum contribution. So here's my new object to represent that minimum contribution. I'll give it a header of minimum contribution. I'll give it a meta of minimum contribution, and I'll really make sure to indicate that this is in terms of way right here. And then for the description, we'll do you must contribute at least this much way to become a approver. Actually, that'd be an approver, excuse me. Okay, I think that's reasonable. Let's work on our next card. So new object. We'll do a header for request count, meta of number of requests, and then a description of a request tries to withdraw money from the contract. And then we'll kind of display the rules here. We'll tell our users that, hey, requests actually have to be approved. So we'll say requests must be approved by approvers. Then for the next one, we'll do a card for, let's see, what else do we have? We need the approvers count. Let's do that one. So we'll do a header of approvers count. We'll do a meta of about number of approvers. There we go. And a description of number of people who have already donated to this campaign. And then just one more card. I know this is a lot of typing. This is going to be the last one. So the last one we have to do is our balance. Now, one quick thing to keep in mind here is that this balance is going to be in terms of way. So anytime we pull a balance off a contract, it's always reported as way. So we probably want to again use our Web3 library to do a little bit of conversion from way over to ether. Let's make sure that we've already imported Web3 at the top of this file. So up here, it looks like we've not yet done that. So I'm going to make sure I import Web3. And this time I'm going to make sure I get my path correct. So we want to import Web3 from .. Ethereum Web3, like so. Then we'll go back down to our new card object down here at the bottom. We'll put on a header and we're going to specifically convert our balance over to ether. So we're going to say web3.utils from way balance, and we'll pass in ether. Oop. So ether as the second argument. Then we can do a meta with campaign balance. And in this case, we'll specifically mark this as being ether, like so. And then we'll do our description of the balance is how much money this campaign has left to spend. And I accidentally did another typo here. I don't know why I always do that ERE. Yeah, it's just ether, like so. Okay, so now the moment of truth. Let's save this file and see how we're doing. So I'm going to save it. I'll then flip on over to my browser again. And all right, now that looks pretty sweet if I do say so myself. So now at one quick glance, all of our users can get a really good idea of the status of our campaign. And not only that, but new users will get a good idea of what each of these individual numbers mean. So I think this looks pretty darn good. But of course, having a campaign balance of 0, 0 approvers, and all this kind of zeros on the screen right here is kind of boring. So let's take a pause here. We're going to come back in the next video, and we're going to make sure that people have the ability to contribute to the campaign so we can start turning those zeros into actual values that are a little bit more interesting to look at. So quick break, and we'll tackle this form in the next video.